Story of that.
But wow, yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Well,
that was one of those ones where I went in and I said, "Surprise me."
You did.
And she said, "Okay, we're going to feed you like your family." And I said, "Okay, do it." And so she brought out the appetizer, and I looked at it. It was these like cubes of raw meat.
Yeah.
And I said, "What is this?" And she said, whatever the Hungarian name was. And I said, "Oh, very good." I said, "What's that translate to?" And she paused and thought for a second, and she went, "Raw horse." I went, "Okay."
We were a little taken back.
So I threw it down and said to you as it went down, if I die, it was the horse. But it wasn't. It was great. I was shocked. Good. I had it then, and then I did have it again when we were in that market in Hungary that we just talked about.
In Budapest.
That we just talked about.
Yeah.
I had the raw horse again there, and it was still good.
Well, we weren't afraid to. That's the incredible thing about traveling, because you try things that you normally maybe wouldn't at home.
Okay, hold on. Why is that? Why do you try something there as opposed to at home?
You know, I've thought about that a lot, because if somebody asked me to try raw horse at home,
we'd think they're nuts.
Yeah, there's no way I would have. And actually, no.
Yeah, if the neighbors invited you over for raw horse, you'd go, "What?
Yeah, no.
Are you kidding me?"
But
you're nuts.
For some reason, when you're traveling.
Yeah. Well, we assume it's a food of the region. We assume that. It might not be. They might just be serving it to tourists. But no. And all kidding aside, because we know in Ljubljana that wasn't the case, because this guy was a local and he really only served to locals. That's how he grew his little restaurant business there, was just selling to locals. When communism fell, he actually was the only guy that was left with a job because he was a teacher. So he was cooking for everybody in the neighborhood. And then it eventually, over the years, the last 25 years, he grew himself into a restaurant. And now he doesn't teach. He cooks for everybody, whoever comes in. And they actually now, because people have jobs, they pay him for the food. So it's excellent.
But, I think that is the interesting thing, though, that you do try things when you're traveling. I think because when you are traveling, you become more adventurous.
We try things, but I don't think everybody does.
Well, but I think people should.
Because I hear stories like, I was looking for, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and I couldn't find one.
Well, and that's the problem. But so that's why, so maybe we will inspire some people to open up their minds and senses, because I wasn't always adventurous. I'm telling you, seriously, the raw horse thing, it took me a while to get to trying things like this. I'm no Andrew Zimmer.
We're still alive, though.
Yeah. So that's the thing about travel. I think you do try things that you normally wouldn't. And that's cool.
Speaking of Andrew Zimmer, didn't we have situation where we were maybe in Thailand and there were some
bugs,
fried scorpions?
Oh, and fried scorpions.
Scorpions on sticks. They were selling them like popsicles.
Yeah. So I had to say no to that.
Yeah, but the grubs and stuff were, they taste like chicken.
They're crunchy.
They're crunchy. They taste like chicken.
I don't try everything.
Some of them tasted like a nut.
But I can't be proud of myself in all places, because a lot of times I do say no. If I don't know what it is, I do say no. But I
couldn't get myself
better.
to the scorpions either.
No, it was fun to see. I took a picture, but I didn't try one.
While we're in Thailand, do you have anything favorite there?
I have a lot of favorites in Thailand. But sticky rice with mango is one of the things that comes to mind for me as being one of my favorite things there. Sticky rice with mango. And in Thailand, you will find a lot of food vendors on the street selling sticky rice, and particularly sticky rice with mango. And what that is it's a Thai, just like it sounds, a Thai sticky rice where, the rice is kind of clumped together. But what they do is they put
they cook it like someone I know. Not you. You don't cook rice that way, but I had a relative that did, and I won't mention any names.
Well, with Thai rice, the sticky rice, it's supposed to be sticky like that. But to make it like this is like more of a sweet dessert type thing. They take coconut milk and sugar and a little bit of salt and mix that together into like a very thick kind of a mixture that they mix the rice.
That's what makes the rice stick.
Well, that's what makes it sweet. Because the rice the type of rice it is sticky anyway, the way they steam it. But then they mix that coconut milk and sugar substance together with the rice, and it gives it almost like a dessert sweetness. And then they serve it with sliced up, incredibly ripe mango, and you eat it together. It is, it's to die for. You have to try this if you are any place in a country that makes sticky rice with mango. And that was one of my favorite things.
I'm watching your body language as you're describing this, and I'm worried that you're going to start drooling.
My mouth is watering, honestly. Yeah, it is. It is thinking about that. But see, this is what I'm talking about. When you travel, you get so excited about those memories of food and drink that you tried in different places. And it's so intertwined with the joy and the experiences of that place. You can't have one without the other. You cannot take a memory of a place you visited and just talk about the buildings or the tourist places you went to. Inevitably, you are going to mention the unbelievable different types of foods and drink you had. And it makes you want to go back and have it again and experience it again.
It's too bad you can't get passionate about this subject.
I should have been a chef, I think. The other thing in Thailand, and this isn't a particular food, but it is something that we experienced, is spice. It's not as in herbs and spices. Spice is in burn your tongue, steam coming out of your ears, eyes popping out of your head type spicy.
Yeah. Medium spicy means...
sweating.
Yeah, burn your tongue.
Yeah. Anytime I ask...
Little spicy means very hot.
Yeah, because I'm a wimp. So anything we ordered, any place, even with street vendors, they would ask about spice, or they give you some little things that you can then spice it yourself. But if I said mild, it was already so spicy, my eyes were watering. So that's the thing to beware of.
One of our podcasts from Thailand actually has... I think I recall my mouth burning up and you...
laughing?
You laughing, so...
Yeah, that's the thing that we remember about Thailand the most. Okay, so...
Well, that's not the thing that we remember the most. There's way other things. Yeah. Maybe you, that's all you remember because it's food-oriented.
Absolutely.
There was other things that went on in between the eating.
All right, so I have to go to Romania. I'm going to throw out Romania. What is your memory of food in Romania?
Well, we might as well have just killed the pig right there on the table in Romania.
Our podcast on Brasov, Romania, we talk about that story.
It was everything food.
Everything pig.
Everything pig.
They
didn't waste a toenail.
Good. That sounds disgusting.
Hoof.
Ear. But there was history.
Snout.
There was history here. We went to dinner with a woman that we had met, obviously a local in Romania. Maria. And what an incredible experience we had with her, because not only were we just eating the foods that she was recommending and she ordered, but she was telling us the history, the stories behind the food. That's what made it so incredible. And do you remember the story, Al, that she was telling us about? She ordered a platter of all these different, I call them pig parts, but different things from the pork, different parts of the pig, and made different ways. Sausages, fat.
Intestines, everything was there.
I don't remember intestines.
Yeah, stuff was wrapped in the intestines.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Maybe I was trying to forget that part.
Yeah.
But the history, the story behind it.
Well, it was their Christmas dinner.
Back in communist times.
Yeah, they bought the whole pig and didn't waste a toe knuckle.
Well, right, because whole families would say the relatives would go in on a pig because it was a special occasion. Christmas being a special occasion, it wasn't something they could afford all the time during the year. So they would buy the pig and they would use every single part of it, and they would be eating it for weeks. But it was their celebration, so they would make everything special and wonderful. And the one thing I did try that was very strange, and I can't say I liked it, and that was like this little hunk of fat that was on the platter. And then Maria explained to us that they even use the fat that rises to the top of the pot when they're boiling the different things, and they skim it off. And then if I'm getting this right, but this is truly how it looks anyway, that they mix it with sort of like a gelatin and it gels together, and then they slice it, and there were these like little cubes of this fat on the platter, and you just eat that maybe with some red onions that's on, they had out. I did try it, but can't say I really liked it. But that was interesting and that was different. At least I tried it. So,
Next country.
How about Italy? Let's go to someplace safe where the
Pizza.
food is. Wow,
no?
Of course. But what else do you remember about Italy that was
Pizza.
different? No, hell, yeah, that's pretty much it for you.
Pasta.
Pizza, pasta. But we did see something else that we didn't even know what it was, and we had to learn what this was.
What part of Italy? Give me what part of Italy.
Bologna.
The food. Okay, the food is the best in Bologna. First of all, the food is the best in Bologna.
Oh, it is a food city.
You know, it's a university town, and they do have a lot of cooking schools there, chef schools and stuff. So it is the best.
And gelato schools.
It's not a food that you're talking about, though. I know what you're getting to when you say Bologna, because the food there was incredible, and there's not one that stands out in my head. But
everything stands out.
You're talking about a drink that a bunch of the locals introduced us to, which was the Aperol Spritz.
Yes, it was this orange. We saw everybody sitting down drinking what looked like glasses of wine, but they were orange and with an orange slice. And that was the first time that I had ever seen it. Maybe I'm behind the times, but that was the first time I had seen people drinking this.
Well, I've seen it a lot over there in Europe.
Well, since then, definitely.
I've seen it a lot over there in Europe. I hate it.
Well, we did
Just
try
want to go on record. It's horrible. I don't like it. Move along.
No, I'm not moving along. I have to explain what it is. So Aperol Spritz, they also have a Campari Spritz, which I think...
It's Campari.
It's a type.
There's apple Campari and whatever the other one is, like an orange Campari.
Aperol is the orange one. And to make this...
And then there's an apple.
No, that's this.
Oh.
That's just how they say it. Yeah, that's just how they say it.
Right. I hated it anyway.
But it's the drink of the summer over there because the alcohol content is low, and of the Aperol, it's only about 11%. Or... Maybe it's of this drink. Are you calling them lightweights? Well, because you're drinking it during the day in the afternoon, sitting there. And to make this drink, you take
Never stop me.
You take the Aperol, and it's about first you do 3 parts of Prosecco wine.
Write this down, everybody, and email us if you want email Laura if you want the recipe.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, it's simple. It's the Aperol is where you can buy that in, I think, most liquor stores, and it is orange, and it's probably by the Campari, which is red. And so
3 parts Prosecco 2 parts Aperol, and 1 part soda water.
And then a slice of orange. And the one that we did try, instead of the soda water, he put a little bit of like a Sprite in there, which maybe made it a little bit sweeter. Just used like a Sprite. But otherwise it's soda water. That's the real way to make it.
You couldn't have fixed that for me. Anyway.
Well, we tried the Campari Spritz as well. But that one was definitely more bitter. The Aperol was a little bit sweeter. But it still had sort of a weird aftertaste to us. But at least we tried it.
Before, during, and after taste. Bad for me. All 3.
But I drank it. I killed it off. I did drink it all.
Well,
it was like a mandate.
Yeah.
I had to. Well, I didn't want to insult any of the locals who we were chatting with who helped us order it.
I never knew you to turn away a
food or drink.
A food or drink. Yeah.
But so that was the new thing we had tried in Italy that we remember in Bologna.
Where are we going next?
Aside from the gelato, which wasn't new to us.
Where are we going next?
All right, so
Spain.
We did Spain.
We did Seville, where I ate the bolas.
Oh, we
from the bull.
We forgot that. We're going back to Spain.
Bull. Now, here's my only joke with that. First of all, they were good.
Wait, are you talking about testicles?
Yes, shockingly, they were good.
Wait, let me just say this. You didn't know you were ordering testicles.
Not until I got them.
Well,
now,
it was an accident.
If you order them and you get the little ones, be careful. Because what the waiter told me is these are the big ones. So I'm okay. If you get the little ones, it means the bull sometimes wins.
What?
Yeah. Think about that one.
I don't get that one.
The bull beat the matador. Why? If I have to, they take the bull.
So that was the matador's bulls?
The bull that fought the
that's not even funny.
The bull that fought the fight, in the bullfight, he's the one that lost, and then they use the bull. They don't just throw the bull away. They use it for his meats and all the other stuff and testicles.
My God. Okay, that wasn't even funny, though.
No.
But you tried bull's balls by accident.
By accident. Because I was surprisingly shocked. They were very good.
Well, you know what? That's the funny thing about when you're in other countries. Oftentimes their menu is not in English. So we'll try to point to things in the menu that we think we know what it is. We kind of, the words look familiar, so we'll point to it when we're ordering. So that was the time that you did that, and you got it. They were deep fried, though, weren't they?
No.
Oh, they weren't?
No.
Okay.
No.
I didn't try them.
No.
So.
All right, we got to move past Spain. What else you got? Montenegro?
Oh, Montenegro.
The Man in the Mountain?
The Man in the Mountain.
His homemade rakia?
Hey,
There's
rakia.
homemade everything. We had homemade stuff in Ljubljana too. The guy
I think that was rakia too.
I think everybody's got their own still over there.
Okay, hold on. Let me explain what rakia is. So rakia, and it's spelled Rakia. It's a Serbo-Croatian alcoholic drink. And in the former Yugoslavia,